Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this, let me first wish you guys happy New Year first. Happy New Year to you all, and I'm really glad for you guys joining my channel. I feel so honored to be doing such a thing. Okay, so let's get started. So like I said, in 2023 we are going to be treating Django. Now, there are some things I would like to explain first before we start treating that. You get. So I need to explain some things. I need to analyze some things so that it's more easier for you to grasp and understand. So like I said in the first video, I said Django is a Python framework. Now most people don't really understand what framework is. And in this video, I'm going to like explain what a framework is so that you can get to know because most people just feel, oh, I'm done with Python and all. Why must I learn a framework? So in this video, I'm going to explain what a framework is and I'll put in some examples just so as to understand, you get. And there are some terms I will use. It might not be professional, but I'll just have to use it just for you all to understand. I'll come down to a beginner's level so that people can really understand what I'm trying to say. So now let's get started. So now what's a framework? So according to Cambridge Dictionary, a framework is a supporting structure around which something can be built. Hmm. Wow, I really love the definition. It's actually self-explanatory, like because most people, if they see this kind of definition, they should get to understand what the dictionary is trying to say. A supporting structure around which something can be built. So automatically, when you learn Python finish, you need to learn a framework depending on your area of interest. You might want to do data analysis, you might want to do web development, machine learning, and all stuff of different frameworks you can learn under Python. They're all on Google. You guys can just Google them, search them, and all. But you can't go to a company and start like you go to a company and you say you are a Python programmer, you're a Python developer without learning something, without learning a framework you get. So automatically once you are done with Python, you need to get something doing with it. Because you can't get a job in a company and you say, I want to be printing. You can't go to a company and start printing because it's gonna be irrelevant. But the basics of what you learn in Python will be of help to you whenever you want to learn a framework you get. So let me now break it down. Like I'm here in Nigeria, yeah, so mostly, there's this thing in our school days, there's the GS and the SS. Now, when we're in GS, that's the junior secondary school, we treat all manner of subjects from art to commercial to science. We treat them all in one, from basic science to business study to different stuff, technical drawing and all. But at some point, when we entered SS1, we had to choose our area of interest, our department, in which we have the science, commercial, and art. So now automatically, like for me, I was in commercial class then. So automatically, once when I was in commercial class then, we just did some random stuff around commercial, getting to know what the department entails and all. But as soon as I graduated from SS3, that doesn't mean I'm a certified commercial student. Or how will I put it? That doesn't mean that, oh, I finished from commercial department, stuff like that. I still need to go further and learn something in that commercial department. You get? So I can't finish from my secondary school days and now say, oh, I'm a graduate of commercial or I'm a graduate of art or stuff like that. You get? I still need to go further and choose a particular a discipline area where I can go further in university and learn. In which we have the accounting department, we have the banking department, you have all varieties of different departments under commercial. So automatically after I'm done with investing, I can say I'm a graduate of this. Like I did banking and finance. So automatically I can really say I'm a graduate of banking and finance. That's because I went through the line. I understood the basic parts of what commercial is in secondary school. And at some point I followed along and I chose a particular subject to read in school, in university, in which I can now fully say I'm a certified um, banker or accountant or stuff like that. Same thing is applied to programming. Programming generally is something lateral. It's lateral though, but we need to understand some things. The basic part is different from the elementary part. After you're done with learning the programming stuff itself, you need to now choose a framework in which you can go to a company and say, oh, I'm a Python developer using so framework, using um different kinds of framework that you know you can use. You get. For me, my one is Django. I can go to a company now. I can tell them, oh, I'm a Python developer, and they'll be like, oh, what do you use for development? And I will tell them I use Django and stuff like that. You get. So that's just how easy it is actually. I still have some other definition here. It says a systems of rules, idea, or belief that is used to plan or decide something. I don't really like this definition. I prefer the other one. The first one is actually is really making sense to me than this second one. But let me just dive. Let me just leave that part and let me go further. So so in the second video, in the part two of this video, I will show you how to make your way around PyCharm because I'm really in love with PyCharm, and generally PyCharm is what I'm going to be using for um my Django class. You get. So so now let's go now and let's explain the concept. What is Django? We all know, like I said before. Okay. So Django, I'm reading from Wikipedia and it's showing a web framework. So we've treated what framework is, and I really think we all understood what I tried explaining earlier. So like it says here, let's just ignore some parts and let's just focus on the main part itself. So it says Django is a free and open source Python-based web framework that follows the model template view. Normally it's meant to be MVT, but it's showing MTV, but that's actually relevant. So far as we really understand what we're trying to say. So it's that follows the model template view architectural pattern. It is maintained by the Django Software Foundation, stuff like that. So let's look at the second part. It says Django primary goal is to ease the creation of complex database driven websites. The framework emphasizes reusability and pluggability of components, less code, low coupling, rapid development, and principle of don't repeat yourself. That's your dry, don't repeat yourself. So Python is used throughout, even for settings, files, and data models. And Django also provides an optional administrative create, read, update, and delete. That's your CRUD operation interface that is generated dynamically through introspection and configured via admin models. Now, the reason why I really love Django is Django Django makes your database this thing very easy, like so easy to the point that even though you're not really familiar with um SQL and some database stuff, you can really make your way around Django. Is very easy, and it's coming with a free admin site where you can manage your stuff, your database, linking of database to all. And even if you want to go on a live server, it's very easy to migrate to a virtual what's it called, a virtual database or an external database aside from the SQLite 3 that Django is actually using. That's for the production part. So when you reach, that's for the development part. So when you reach the production part, you need to migrate it to another, either Postgre, SQL, Oracle, or stuff like that. You get. Now,